Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sorry. All of a sudden, it just went. My phone's been doing that, so I don't know if it's glitchy from my phone or what. But yeah, sorry about that. All of a sudden, I looked up and it was gone. So I don't know what happened. My phone it just stopped. So I apologize for that. I apologize. You did lose me. I lost me. All of a sudden, I wasn't on anymore. I don't know what the hell happened. But my phone just glitched, and it's been happening. It's been happening a lot. So I apologize, guys. Sorry. Did I just go blank? What happened to the screen? You could still, yeah, it's weird. I could hear myself, but typically it'll say resume. I was like, what happened? I wasn't ready either, Charlene. Was it a black screen? Could you hear me talking? Did you hear me go, what the hell? I don't know. It was just frozen. Yeah, okay. So your screen froze because my phone just glitched. I sometimes wonder, like, it gets to a certain, does anybody else's do that? It just gets to a certain time and then it just like cuts you off. Oh yeah. Yeah, Mary. I don't know what the hell happened. I was getting, Crystal, I was worked up and then it just went, a troll got me. Um, Frozen. You are getting, I'm not getting younger. I can tell you that. Age is one of those beasts of, talk about a burden. Shit. Let's talk about a burden. Let's talk about really the age. Age is, age is really a burden, honestly. Fuck this shit. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened. Age is just the number. It really is. It's how you feel inside. But I got to stop feeling 35 or 21 because my body is telling me my body has different plans for me. My body's like, bitch, you are almost 50. You can't continue to traipse around like you're 18 and a half. Aging is the biggest burden. So if we want to talk about burdens and the use of my word burden, we will just say it's the age. Age. Age is the evil burden of life. Age, sickness. Crystal's young, isn't she? Bourbon, or we could talk about bourbon. We could talk about bourbons, or we could talk about bourbon. I'm not a big bourbon drinker. Anybody like bourbons? And just because we talked about burdens, right? Hi, Joseph, how are you? Brian sold. Oh, Crystal, you are a pup. You could be my daughter. What the hell? Let's talk about burdens. Let's talk about, since everybody was in a tizzy over a burden, what do you think is a burden? What do you subjectively, because everything's subjective, right? Hi, Mike. Everything, right? Thank you, Ain't She Sweet? Talk about our burdens over bourbon. And Charlene, there's no other way to talk about bourbons than over bourbon. I still believe that that's a huge way, or a bottle of wine. Burdens are easily discussed while drinking. 120. You like Jack Daniels? Jim Beam. Nobody drinks Jim Beam, Sean. Nobody. Who drinks Jim Beam? I'm assuming that's what you meant because it says Jam Beam. So I'm assuming you meant Jim. Jim Beam, I mean, Jack Daniels is like 5 notches up over. Jim Beam is like the shit you drank when you couldn't afford the Jack Daniels. Hi in the UK, Crown Royal's good. Now, Crown Royal, your daddy did. Oh, and she's sweet. Oh, thank you. You know, we just do the best we can. Jim Beam is nasty. Yeah, Cuervo. Cuervo? What? What? Ew. Cuervo is, again, let me remind you of the tequila echelons. I knew what you... No Jim Beam. Jim Beam's what broke college students' drink. And Jose Cuervo is what broke college kids drink. Yes. Yes. And Jim Beam girl shit. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth. Wild turkey. You know what's good though? Is I'm just kidding because I don't really know anything. I'm just giving you all shit. I like the Jack Daniels honey is good. Uh, yeah, Mimi, this is a weighted hula hoop. Jose is definitely not a friend of mine. Jose made me so sick in my younger years. Like my hands were on the walls. I was like, stop this, Jose. Stop the merry-go-round, Jose. What did you do to me? God, Jose is not a friend of mine. And I like Casamigos. However, Fireball, it's like a cough syrup. Casamigos is good. But Casamigos, yeah, well, Anita, so did I. Because it shot me out. Yeah, I think it's just people take that word and they go with it. And then they're like, oh, so you think Ed's a burden? No. I said, I told my kids it's not their responsibility to take care of me. Apple Jack is nice. I've never had the Apple Jack. I might have to try that. Fireball, I can't. Fireball is so thick, it like gags me. I can't. With hickory and apple. Oh, D, that sounds nice. You know what's better than Fireball is Tennessee Fire, the Jack Daniels Fire one. Yes, I think it's a new live, so hit the thumbs up. Thumbs it up and like it and love it. I don't know how this YouTube works. I'm still learning, y'all. Don't judge. I'm old. I don't. Oh, your fur babies are, especially, they can be, right? When they're eating your shit, digging up your crap in the yard. Yeah, burden. God, I don't know. I don't think they're a burden. It's a burden when you have to leave, right? I think it's a burden when you have to leave and find sitters for your dogs and have to pay them to come sit in your house because your dogs can't take care of themselves. I do too, Courtney. I do too. Kahlua and cream. Okay, yeah. So that used to be really good, but I can't. You can't drink that shit anymore when you're menopausal because that cream will stick on your thighs like a fly on shit. We can't do that. We cannot do that. A pint of Guinness I love craft beer, but no hazies or sours. Can't do everything else. Guinness is like so. I mean, I'll do what is a Irish car bomb? I will do an Irish car bomb because that's typically with Guinness, right? Let's have a Danielle family party. Let's do it, Mary. I had leave it too long. That's a burden. Yeah, it is a burden. Damn dogs. It's a burden. Yes, we can't eat that shit anymore. We can't drink that shit. We got to be very cautious. That fat goes straight to the hips. Some of us right to the bellies. We don't want that. So, yeah, I have to give now, Charlene, my dog. I have to give my dog anxiety medicine, Baxter, my black lab, because he's so anxious to get to the vet. I think it would be fun, Mary, to have a Danielle party. Of course, who wouldn't want a Danielle party? I had my own party with my friend at the, what is that? Why? Oh. Nothing wrong with thick thighs. Well, I don't like chafing. Five Flames. Have you ever had a chafing problem? It's not fun. I don't like that. Tops. I'm just gonna call you Tops. I don't like that. Dan does that, but I don't. Never been. I'd stick to my wine and my alcohol. Beer doesn't really give you a hangover if you drink a lot. Beer gives you beer gut, Christian. You know what beer gut is? If I drink too much beer, guess what's coming out the next day? Straight out my ass. Oh no, Charlene, I bet. So, oh, Tracy, I don't blame you. Have a good night's rest. And thanks for showing up. Hello in Phoenix. Uh, that's because you didn't have thick thighs. Because if you had thick thighs, there's something in between, and that would, give more of a chafing. Anyhow, let's carry on. No to that either. No to that either, Tops. What the bear got, but you're right. It will give you belly. It will give you belly, but it also gives me the shits. Too much beer for me. I think I have a little bit of a gluten intolerance. Oh shit, Bobby. That's like, that's a huge night, Bobby. That's a huge night. That's a night that we just don't remember, right? Yeah, he is. Major, yes. And they made you and Dan want to start doing YouTube. No. Jarvis, COVID made him do YouTube. Bored in his poems. Yes, it is legal, yes. Poems. And then Ed, right? Hello in Bangladesh. That's so cool. TMI. Of course, if you don't know me by now, see, everybody who follows me on TikTok knows what I am. And I speak way too much truth and honesty I'm open about everything. Why do we all get drunk and come home with a doner kebab? What the hell's that? Are you teaching me something new? Yes, beer is so bad. I'm drinking and switched to, yes. Sandy, and that's probably the best, really, other than like the lung thing, it's probably the best thing to do because you don't wake up with a hangover. Yeah, they are like Taco Bells. You just literally go in, you point out what you want. Yeah, well, I would think a lot of my following is because you never know what you're going to get with me. You never know. I try because, everybody said, well, just tell him he has dementia. He doesn't understand certain words, right? I can say, oh, Francisco, I see you. I see you, Francisco. They go both. You can't do too much of both though, Christian, because then you get faded or what's that word? Greened out or something. Yeah. So that's different, goldenrod. I can puff on one. I had a little experience a month or so ago, and I was like, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm not going to drink. I'm just going to do that. And God, I love my alcohol. I love my alcohol. You're here because I'm real. I am real, y'all. I'm not fake. Look, Mom, I'm here. Do you feel that while you're being a caregiver, you age more than you liked? No. I'm just aging because that's the bitch of life. Overweight when I was rubbed together if I wore shorts from now skinny now. Shit. Yeah. Now starting to gain weight. It's because we're getting older. That's why. Yeah, don't drink and drive. It's really bad. It's not worth it, right? Drinking and driving is not worth the ticket or your life or somebody else's life. It's kind of like texting too. I need to really get better at texting and driving. It's not worth it, y'all. Steve, he used to. He doesn't anymore. He's a fidgeter. So he would lose them, he would break them, and he really couldn't hear any better with them. Oh, you like that? See, no way could I do that. I do. I miss my mommy every day. Yes. Oh, shit. It's so cool, Sean. That makes me it trips me out every day, I think I am too, Anita, until we're not, right? But I really need to get better at that. And so easily, so then I would be like, oh, I want to answer this message because the messages come up on my dash in my car. And so then you do like a voice message. And of course, Surrey can never get it right? So it's like, I ate the duck at the park yesterday. And and you're like, what? My friend texts back, what are you talking about? What did you say? I'm like, well, what did it write? Because I know what I said, but that's not what I said. Um, oh shit. Oh my God, K-Riss, that's so horrible. And it happens. Suri hates me too. Hi, Tracy. I can't, and every time, even when I'm walking and I'm like, I just don't feel like um, a tampon. What? Thanks. We have two Anitas back to back. Hey, that is so horrible. That is so horrible. And it's something so simple. What they say, I saw this statistic. It said, one text is the distance is equal to a football field. You go that far in a distance for just, oh my God, Steve, eat your words. But it seems like that, right? But no, it's horrible. French macaroons. What the hell? Cookies? That's your solution? Ugh, I don't know. Do I like living with Ed? Are you trying to, is this a trick question? Is that, what, who, what would you like me to say to that? Do I like living with everybody in my house on any given day? No. Every day is a different day in this house, with Dan included. So, oh, Elaine, thank you. And hang in there, girl. It's a tough journey. Coffee cake, yay! I mean, here's the thing. It's so funny with a question like that. Like, I should say, absolutely. I love it. But no, I don't always love it. I don't always love it. I don't always love when my house has people in it. There's a lot of times that I relish in the solitude of being alone without people asking me for things or wanting something from me. So no, I don't always like it with Ed, Dan, my kids, because with people come messes and comes more work for me. So there you have it. The God's honest truth. Now, shoot me in the ass. I don't know. That might shoot me in the ass, but I promise y'all I will give you the truth. And that's it. No, it's not easy. You think I want to, Dan's not a big college football. Yeah, alone time with Dan. I'd like my alone time, Tracy, with nobody, just my fur babies. Ugh, it's so exhausting, Steve. It's so exhausting. I hate talking loud. And so sometimes, oh, thanks, Goldenrod. Sometimes I'm like, I just don't, it's exhausting. Jamie, do you have house cleaning help? No. I am the house cleaner too. Some days are very long days. Yes, it's my refreshing time. I mean, I love it. I love it. I want more of it. Dan's always home. Always, even when we don't have Ed. Just to have, like, just, even though, sometimes we don't talk, but he's just there. Sometimes just people being in the house is like, ugh. Because any minute, I'm waiting. I literally anticipate somebody asking something from me. Or, I have to think or do something I don't want to do. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be something, Christine? I doubt it, but. Oh, bye, Crystal. I know. Get to the park, get to the park, get to the park. I know. Dan's a loud person anyway. Yeah. Some people, and Ed and I didn't get along. We didn't get along. Yes, even my dogs. I mean, I literally am laying in bed and my German Shepherd just comes and plops right down on my pillows behind me. That's annoying. That's a burden because my face goes on those at night. Alone time is important. Okay, Anita, I'll do a photo shoot. I'll do one of those ones like I did with Grandpa, and I'll do some of me and Dan. I, I'm like, I just want, there's something, and so sometimes, I have Dave, it will be quiet, 100%, and I will miss it, 1000%. But while you're living it, you would like it. And that's okay, right? I mean, that's okay. Sam fam, what's up? How you doing? Um, yeah, 24. I'll be 26. It depends on what you want to see, Shane. I mean, it all depends on what you want to see. You know, California, we have beautiful oceans and stuff like that. Um, no, Christian, no, it's not at all bad. I would rather to be around my fur babies than most humans and my animals and alone in my house. Chihuahua, you got a Chihuahua. Oh, you too, Monica. Oh, thank you, Anita. I appreciate that. Yes. Um, not granny, granddad. Um, um, yes. I mean, are we just talking about Ed or are we talking about um, being gone in the quiet? I relish in the quiet. Will I miss Ed? Yes, I'm sure I will miss him because I think I have grown attached to him and my duties as his caregiver. But just like with your kids, when they grow up and, you know, live life and they don't need you as much as they used to, you know, it's all a difference. I mean, I don't have my mom and my dad. They're gone. They've been gone for 17 plus years. That's sad, but it's a fact of life. And I wouldn't give a damn thing to have her back. I would give everything to have her back or just to sit with her one more day. Jarvis, what is your opinion on the way today's society views people struggle with? Yeah, first of all, exactly, Christine. Ed's gonna outlive me. I will be dead before Ed dies. Um, I talk about now. I'm very outspoken on mental illness because I too have it, and I just recently have started taking Lexapro. I think it's hugely important for people to talk about their mental illness. We need to, why be ashamed of talking about it? I love talking about it because I think it's so important because we were raised to shh, we don't want to talk about it. You don't want anybody to know what issues you have. Bullshit. 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 I'm talking about it. I'm on Lexapro, and it's probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. You look silent crazy. What does that mean? I am crazy. It's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad one. Um, yeah, I know. I know, Sandy. It's sad. I do too, always hopeful. I believe it. I believe my mom's here. I believe in times of need when I need her. There's little snippets of something. And I'm like, I see you, Ma. I see you. I see you. Um, yeah, it's so taboo to not speak about our issues. That's one of the reasons why I lay my shit out there for y'all. I lay my shit out there for you all because it's okay to have a little crazy. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay that we all experience anxiety and stress and fuck, sometimes it's exhausting. And I finally got help because I couldn't do it by myself anymore. I couldn't do it by myself anymore. I couldn't. So I need a little hand holding. And I took Lexapro and I still take it and I think it's crazy. Crazy. Crazy? It's great. Oh, that's good, Mary. You know I will, girl. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and I hate that. You're fine. And you know, I'm going to tell you, my husband was one of those people for a long time. My husband was one of those people. You're fine. You don't need it. You don't need it. And you're right. I coped. I dealt. But the best way possible, probably not, because I was miserable. I was crying. I was sad all the time. I could barely breathe sometimes. And when I think about like me in my younger years, you know, I had anxiety from such a young age. My life was shit when I was younger, you know, I had stress. And I shouldn't say it wasn't shit, because we all have our levels of shit, and that's subjective, because there are some people that have their shit's worse than my shit. But why, Terry, did we not get along? There's nothing wrong with a happy pill. I'm not promoting it because it's not for everybody, but it has brought much joy into my life, and it has made me more patient, and it's made me able to breathe and not break down every 2 seconds. Terry, he was very stubborn, and he, never liked my boundaries. I mean, he would just show up unexpected. We'd have people over. He didn't care. He would just come in, and, the boundaries were not there. So we fought a lot. A lot. Charlie, and that's what it is. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I was dyslexic when I was younger too. We do become actors in our own lives. And that's yes, sometimes, those smiles. I mean, look at all the people we've lost to mental illness. The people we thought, look at their lives. They're so amazing. They have the best lives. When in actuality, I forgot I have to pay attention to my time. When in actuality, they were hurting. They were hurting. Yes, and Jarvis, I think it's so important because, no shame, Charlene, and we shouldn't, because like Jarvis, like are you male? I'm assuming, sometimes it's hard to tell, but it's a lot of people, it's just the way you were raised, generational, your parents, your grandparents, or whatever, and people we don't talk about. I think it's important to talk about things, because there are more people than not, that are dealing with the same issues. There are more people who are like, me too. Oh, me too. You too? Oh my God. Well, what do you do? And I think it's so important for people to communicate, because takes a village, right, to get through these times. It takes a village to help somebody with the same issues. Suggestions, ways to freaking grow, and what, things that work for people that maybe you don't know, or drugs, medication that you can try, or I don't know. I just think it's a great thing to do, is to be open and communicate about those things. Oh, hi, Kat. Hi, Kat. Oh, Matthew, that's funny. Thank you. So that I just, and that's why I put all my shit out there, because that's the way I cope with life. That's the way I cope with, my issues and my struggles. He pooped his pants. Yeah. So in your house, so we have the Zoomies. So we have, oh my gosh, Sandy, that'll be fun. I think high school friends are like those friends, like you could not speak for years, and you get together, and it's like you grew with these people. We knew some of their deepest, darkest secrets. It's just a different vibe. And when we get together, I had mine last year, my 30th high school reunion, and it was just so crazy to see that, and it felt like we were still 18. It felt like we were still 18. Yes. And Jamie, that's what's really important, is to help each other, pull each other up. Jay, thank you. But yeah, life is crazy. I lost my train of thought because I started watching. The Zoomies. So we, pretty much started on TikTok, like most people. And then Dan has been on YouTube, and just because I don't know what's going to be happening with TikTok, and if whatever. And so everybody's been bugging me to do YouTube. All our friends and stuff, and people on TikTok are like, can you please, just in case something goes. And so I've said, fine. So here I am doing it here. So on TikTok, we have a subscription, which you get extra content, and as the Zoom, which is kind of Jarvis, like what we were talking about, is being able to communicate. And there are other people that are like-minded in that group that may be dealing with, some sort of mental illness that we are dealing with. It's not, it just is, we all have something. And it's just a group of people who come in every day, and they're in and out. And like, it's on right now in my kitchen. I have like I think the camera's on, but the mute's off. It's muted. And I pop in throughout the day when I'm here. And like last night, I got home from the casino. I took my Zoomies with me to bed and I sat and chatted with a couple of them until I fell asleep. So that's one of the things that we do. That's one of the things we do with this group. It's part of, it's a paid subscription for our website. And it allows us, to pay like our website fees and all that stuff. And if we make a little bit of money, we make a little bit of money, but really not that much because, people subscribe and then anyhow, it's whatever it is. We have merchandise and stuff like that as well. So that's the Zoom room. I know people are always like, what's that Zoom room? What is that? You allow people in your lives every day? Yeah, they see it. They see everything. So you guys get snippets here when I'm on, right? But they see the day in, day out. Crazy. Of the Salinger house. But it's more than that. I mean, it's more, it's like a family. It's an extended family. So that's it. All of our besties are in here. And some of them, the moderators that are on here or on TikTok, they're all Zoomies too, typically. So it's a great extended family and we help each other through hard times. Sometimes we're not our best selves on there. And we try to get people through those moments and just show love. Just everything that we stand for and preach. We believe in second chances and, you either work in the group or you don't. I mean, it's not for everybody because there's quite the dynamic in there. But do you run? No, I don't row. So right now I just did a laser procedure on my face. It's my third one. It's a plasma laser that regenerates your collagen in your face because as we age, we lose it. And it's like just really repressed. So we're trying to bring it back up. So that's what I've been doing lately. This is my third one. So I'm really dry and you could just see it scaly. Everything looks so prominent because of that. And I'm scabby. If I got really close, you would see like track marks on my face. And so the products that you use are my products. Like you can't buy it on the, oh, Betty, don't cry. The products that I use are part of the laser. So you can't buy it without having the laser done. And it's a great CBD product that I love. Kind of really retinol and stuff like that. Anyhow, so you guys, I gotta get going. I gotta eat really quick and then I gotta take my dog to the vet to get her shot. I appreciate you coming back on here. I appreciate you guys. Make sure, for the pub, drink it up, Sean, drink it up. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna pop on. If you don't follow me on TikTok, I do go on TikTok every morning, 8:30 PST on Mrs. D Cell NorCal 3. And subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you probably this week sometime. Love you guys. Have a good one. Enjoy your day, your holiday, and thank you to all the fallen heroes and everybody who's still defending our country.